Welcome back, YouTube. My name is TayVikes28, and I am live here once again in the Toronto Huskies franchise for you guys. Back to back streams, it feels like, here in the last couple days. And we're really diving back hard into this Huskies franchise because I have been so excited about this team and about this franchise as a whole, I guess, because things are finally starting to come together for your Huskies. But without further ado here, I am going to check my audio, which it sounds good. Sorry for the echo if there is one there. But the thing that I want to do is explain real quick what the Toronto Huskies franchise is. So this Huskies franchise is a little different than a lot that you'll see on YouTube. It's a sim-based franchise. What that means is we do not play the games. We still see every snap of every game played out, but we ourselves are not playing the games. So what that means is I'll be commentating over the games. This is a team building exercise where we try and build the best possible team and go put our product out there on the football field and just see what happens. And this is year number 4 here, the beginning of year number 4, and your Huskies are already 2-0 for the first time in franchise history. That's right. So 2-0 here, and we are gearing up to face the first divisional opponent of the schedule this year, and that is the Houston Texans, who are sitting at 0-2, but we know from our past experiences that this Texans team is not one to take lightly. And let me show you our team first and then the Texans team afterwards. This is what we have. Trevor Nickerson, the third-year quarterback, has been playing very well here for your Huskies to start the season, and Aaron Jones has been out the entire year so far due to an injury at the end of the preseason. So it's been all Travis Etienne and LaMarcus Holloway, a nice little two-back system. Holloway's a rookie, and Travis Etienne has never started a game in his career. And then at wide receiver, we got CeeDee Lamb, signed Jerry Jeudy in the offseason. Keontae Bonds was the number 2 receiver from last season. So a very deep wide receiver core here. And then at tight end, we have the veteran Travis Kelce and Jonnu Smith, who was the starter a few seasons ago. And in terms of our offensive line, it's a very young offensive line. And it's an offensive line that I am very excited for because they seem to be playing better this season than past seasons. So that's nice to see. Maybe they're starting to finally mesh well together as a unit. And then defensively, we signed Chase Young to replace Ryan Kerrigan, the veteran who retired in the offseason. And then we have a slew of other players, including the stud defensive tackle, Floyd Ellis. We drafted Wade Glenn as well, who has been already making an impact on the season, getting some sacks to start the year. Micah Parsons, the phenomenal rookie from last season, now second-year player, who led us in sacks last year. And then we signed Bobby Okereke to be our new middle linebacker. And Adarius Evans, obviously, the third-year player coming back and making an impact once again, as well as Quincy Williams. And then in terms of the secondary, it looks very similar that we compared to the secondary that we've had of recent series, because we got Darius Slay coming back on a 1-year contract. There wasn't a whole lot out there in free agency, except Earl Thomas, the veteran at free safety. And you're probably wondering, why would you replace Jalen Thompson, who you traded for and had the best year of his career last year? And it's going to be 100% honest. I felt like Earl Thomas might give us just that little bit of an edge to push us further into the playoffs for the first time in this series. And he has come up massive already this season. In the first game, he had a blocked punt and a forced fumble for just the first game, and then made more big plays last week, breaking up some passes and making sure guys got on the turf quickly. And then we have the hard-hitting strong safety Jaquil Easter as well. Now, in terms of what we're facing today, we have the Houston Texans coming up or actually, we're going to Houston here in this one, as this Texans team is solid. It's a very solid team. It's got Deshaun Watson leading them, obviously. And then we have Phillip Lindsay as their number one running back right now. So they've got a new face out there. And then in terms of receivers, they still have Will Fuller and Jamar Chase, second-year player now, and someone who is going to be a stud for them for years to come, and Jamison Yates, who we've seen play in previous seasons and play well for them. And then at tight end, they've got Josh Oliver as their starter right now. Across the offensive line, they have the stud left tackle, Laramie Tunsil. And then outside of that, though, it is an offensive line that could be taken advantage of, especially in the middle here. And then in terms of the defensive line, they've got the longtime veteran J.J. Watt still playing out there and playing well for Houston. And then they drafted Gabe Fowler, one of the two Fowler brothers, and I believe it is the younger of the two Fowler brothers from Florida. And then they have a defensive tackle, DJ Jones, that they brought in. They've got Lorenzo Carter and O'Shane Zimenez. And then Zach Cunningham and Bernardrick McKinney are still there. And they drafted Akeem Moore a few seasons ago. So expect him to make an impact sooner rather than later. And they have Jonathan Grenard at right outside linebacker as well. So very solid linebacking core. In terms of corners, though, they're a little lackluster there. They've got Garyon Conley and superstar Josh Chamberlain. But outside of that, not a whole lot. So maybe that is another thing that we can take advantage of. But in terms of their safeties, they have Justin Reed, young player who's quite good. And we have Talanoa Hufanga at strong safety. Very young player, but someone who is continuing to get better. So looking for this game, we'll have to wait and see. But if we can start off 3-0 with a first divisional win of the season, it would be huge in this one. So let's go ahead and jump into this thing, see what happens. All right, your Toronto Huskies are going down south to the Houston Texans and battling them in NRG Stadium. Those are not your commentators. My name is TayVikes28, and I will be commentating this game for you guys, and hopefully it is a good one. We've seen some solid games between these two teams in recent memory, so the question will be, will we get another close one, or will we see another one of those blowouts that we saw a season or two ago from this Houston Texans squad, who blew out your Huskies 40-something to about 5 or 6, I think, in that game? So the question is, which version of this Texans and Huskies teams will we be getting today? As it's an interesting one. The Texans are sitting at 0-2, as your Toronto Huskies are coming in undefeated, 2-0. As you see, Jonnu Smith had 2 touchdowns last week, and the week before that, Travis Kelce had 2 touchdowns. So the tight ends have been very pivotal in finding the end zone so far this season. As we get ready for kickoff here in this one, expect it to be a close, heated divisional matchup here in week number 3. All right, Jason Myers is set up to kick this one off for Houston. And we have Travis Etienne kneeling it in the end zone for a touchback for Toronto. And that is where we have this offense led by Trevor Nickerson, third-year quarterback, who has started this year off hot so far. no interceptions, 4 touchdowns on the year, and really providing a big impact for this offense and leading them to some really nice scoring drives. So now 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. We have Nickerson in the gun. He's going to throw outside quickly. That's going to be a 5-yard gain to start this thing off. Nice, quick, simple completion there to CeeDee Lamb, the number 1 receiver. And as you see, this offensive unit as a whole is very young. They do have a couple of veterans here and there like Travis Kelce and David DeCastro, but for the most part, it is a very young unit. One of the youngest in the NFL, if not the youngest. And we have pressure up the middle. That is going to be a sack by J.J. Watt. The vet knows how to do it, and he's continued to do it for over a decade here in Houston. And he is continuing to rack up sacks here against Trevor Nickerson in this one as he goes ahead and drops him back past the original line of scrimmage here, back to the 24, I believe. So that's where they set up on this 3rd and 11. Nickerson's in the gun, 4 wide here, as he has a little bit of time, steps up in the pocket, but goes down, as that is J.J. Watt back to back right now, and he is fired up. This Houston defense may be a problem for this Toronto offense if they can't figure out a way to stop J.J. Watt. As you see there, it looks like the rookie just made a really bad call there trying to block J.J. Watt. That was the rookie LaMarcus Holloway, rookie running back, in there trying to get a chop block, and Watt, the more athletic player, seemed to just jump right over the attempted block there and get in for the 2nd sack on that drive. And this is where the Houston Texans will be taken over after a short return there, as Deshaun Watson having a really tough start to his season. 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions, barely finding 400 yards. So not a very good start for this Texans offense this year. But sitting at the 32-yard line, you have Watson with an interception, as that is picked off. Micah Parsons with the pick. First play from scrimmage, and this Toronto defense says anything you can do, we can do better to the Houston defense as they come out here on the first play from scrimmage for this Texans offense as they come and drop Micah Parsons, the pass rusher usually, back in coverage because he's a very athletic guy and he's able to get his hands on the football to intercept that one, maybe even his first interception of his career. So now 1st and 10 at the 31 in I formation, fake to the running back, going deep downfield but getting knocked away there. I believe that was Travis Kelce as the intended target. And this Texans defense is very reliant on the ability of J.J. Watt, because if J.J. Watt can't get pressure, then this defense will start to fall apart. So now it is 2nd and 10, and a run up the gut and getting some room. That is Travis Etienne getting a nice run, gain of 15 yards and a 1st down, as J.J. Watt is the one who has to drag him down from behind. As you see there, plenty of room for Etienne, and no one seemed to be coming up to make the tackle there. And I've been very impressed with Travis Etienne in his first couple games starting. He's a very solid runner, got some great speed. And now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line here. Nickerson's going to drop back, quick throw over the middle, that is caught, making a man miss inside the 5 to the 2. As that is going to set up a 1st and goal. Jerry Jeudy's first catch of the day goes for 14, and this time it's a run, and diving into the end zone is the rookie LaMarcus Holloway. I believe that is his first NFL touchdown. The rookie with his first touchdown in his career comes at a perfect time to take the lead over the Houston Texans here. And pending this extra point, that will be a 7-0 lead for Toronto. And that has been really key in a lot of these games, is Toronto jumping out to an early lead, and due to that, putting the pressure on the opposing offense and defense, for that matter, to make some stops and make some scores. And so far, it has worked in their favor, because when an offense especially is under pressure from this Toronto team, it allows this Toronto defense to play at its best. So here's a kickoff here, as it's going to be returned from about the 7-yard line out to the 27. As you see there, Deshaun Watson's start to this game was about as bad as it could get there, with an interception. So now it is 1st and 10 at the 27. Watson in the gun, and they're electing to keep this one on the ground. Some room up the gut. Pushing his way forward is Duke Johnson. Gain of 12 yards there. Has probably not a bad play call, considering what happened on the last drive when they tried to throw it. So now it is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Under center. It's going to be a fake to the running back. Watson has time, throwing over the middle. That is caught and getting tackled at the 42-yard line. That is Will Fuller, the number 1 receiver, making his first catch, going for 19 yards. And a big play here for Houston puts them in plus territory with an opportunity to get into field goal range on this next play. As you see there, Jaquil Easter coming up, and he's a real hard-hitting safety, so we'll have to see if that makes an impact later in the game. So now 1st and 10, it's going to be a handoff up the gut, and very little room to move there, as I'm not sure who that was on the carry, actually. That was Philip Lindsay, yes, Philip Lindsay on the carry. Gain of 1 on that one, so now 2nd and 9. 3 receivers to the left here. Watson in the gun. He's going to get sacked right away. What an athletic play, this time by Quincy Williams, coming through like he was shot out of a cannon, immediately jumping over the running back. Look at that play by Quincy Williams, as Deshaun Watson had no idea what to even do there. What a play by Quincy Williams. Great sack, and pushes him out of any chance at a field goal here. So now it is 3rd and 16. Once again, 3 receivers left. Watson's going to take this one and dump it off to the running back, who makes a man miss and eventually gets tackled from behind. That is Duke Johnson, once again, getting up to the 43-yard line. Gain of 5 there. So now it is 4th and 11 at the 43-yard line. We'll have to see if they try and go for a field goal here, or if they're going to go ahead and just punt it away. But a good stop by this Toronto defense, as it really puts a tough spot for this Houston special teams unit. It's a tough decision, as they are going to elect to try and kick a field goal. So I believe that was a 60-yard attempt here, and that is no good. Short and left, I believe. Yes, that did appear to be short and left. So just like that, no points on the board for Houston, and great field position for your Toronto Huskies to be starting out here near midfield. So now it is 1st and 10 at midfield here. We're going 4 wide. Nickerson takes the snap, quick throw over the middle with a man open, wide open in fact. Gain of about 19 yards right there to Keontae Bonds, the number 3 receiver, formerly the number 2 receiver, as he's been able to make some plays in the last game or two to prove that he can still be a possible asset to this offense here, as that all of a sudden puts this Toronto team in, after one play, already into field goal range. So now it is 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They may be in field goal range, but this offense is thinking more than that. As Nickerson's throwing outside, that is caught. Good catch there by CeeDee Lamb. Goes for a 1st down. As he gets about 12 yards on that catch there, and all of a sudden they're already in the red zone after 2 plays. So now 1st and 10 in I formation at the 19-yard line. It's going to be a handoff up the gut, and that is Travis Etienne getting about 5 yards, or excuse me, that is Tay Myers getting about 5 yards there. The rookie power back getting a carry in this game. So now 2nd and 5 going outside, that is caught inside the 5 to the 4, as that is Jonnu Smith with his Jerry Jeudy with his 2nd catch of the day. So now 1st and 10, a handoff, and that is another touchdown for LaMarcus Holloway. The rookie getting in there and making an impact. 2 touchdowns on the day for this Huskies offense, and both of them going through LaMarcus Holloway. Excuse me. So now Josh Lambo's getting ready for this extra point, and pending that, it'll be a 14-point game for Toronto. 14-0 for Houston, as this Toronto offense is really seeming to find a nice stride here and seems to be figuring out all the things they were missing the last season or two. So now Toronto kicks this one off, as Houston's going to be returning from inside their own 5, out past the 25 to the 26. Good return there. All right, Watson's going to start this drive in the gun, as it is going to be a handoff and a big play by Floyd Ellis, stuffing Duke Johnson in the backfield there, as this Huskies defense is nothing to shake your head at, as they are coming with a lot of pressure all the time, it seems like, and one of the most talented groups in the NFL. So now it is 2nd and 10, though, as it's going to be a quick throw outside and making the reception, but nowhere to go, as that was Jamison Yates there. So now it is setting up a 3rd and 11. Watson has time, throws over the middle, and that is knocked away. I believe that was Quincy Williams getting his hand on the pass there. And I believe that was also intended for Josh Oliver. As you see there, that was another dangerous pass that could have been picked. So now another 3 and out here from Houston. And a booming punt here. Let's see if we get a good return. Out past the 20 to the 23 is Travis Etienne. So now Toronto's offense seeing if they can do it one more time here, making it a 21-0 lead would be massive. Let's see if they can get a 3-score lead here, as Trevor Nickerson throws deep downfield. That is caught, and unfortunately unable to keep his footing, as Jerry Jeudy had a huge play there on the outside. Gain of, I believe, 20 yards, if I'm not mistaken. As you see there, if he could have stayed on his feet, that might have been a house call for Jerry Jeudy, as the Houston Texans sent a blitz on that 1st down play. But Nickerson with the ability and the mental capability to get rid of that football quickly, as another deep throw downfield, and it is going to be caught once again in plus territory. This time Jerry Jeudy once again with his 4th catch on the day, and another big one. As you see there, that is going to mark Trevor Nickerson already into triple digits for passing. And it is not even the end of the first quarter. It's now 1st and 10 at the 36. Nickerson's going to take this one. Quick throw over the middle that is incomplete, intended for Travis Kelce. It's now 2nd and 10. Going 4 wide here. Nickerson, some pressure off the edge and gets it away from himself just enough to find LaMarcus Holloway out of the backfield with his first catch of the day. Goes for 2. As you see there, Nickerson getting hit by J.J. Watt, but still completing the pass. So now 3rd and 8 at the 34-yard line. 3 receivers to the right. Nickerson's going to take this one and throw that way, and that is going to be caught downfield inside the 20, down to the 12 is Jerry Jeudy with his 5th catch as he is nearing 100 yards himself, sitting at 86 already on the day, and once again, not even out of the first quarter. And we talked about it going into this game, that this secondary could be a problem for this Texans squad if they're unable to get some good quick pressure, I guess, on Trevor Nickerson. As Nickerson having some time and throwing it outside here, as the last play of the first quarter is a 7-yard completion there on the outside, and setting up a 2nd and 3 to start the second quarter. It's now 2nd and 3 at the 5-yard line. Nickerson under center, and it's going to be a quick throw outside here intended for CeeDee Lamb, and that one was dangerous as it was almost intercepted. So now 3rd and 3 at the 5-yard line here, 4 wide. Nickerson's going to be in the gun, putting a man in motion from right to left, as it's going to be a throw outside. This is incomplete, actually. Knocked out of the intended target's hands, as that was LaMarcus Holloway who was dropping that one. The rookie finally making a mistake in this one after 2 touchdowns and a couple of good runs and receptions in this one. And that's going to set up a field goal attempt here. Chip shot for Josh Lambo, and that is good. Meaning that Toronto now with a 3-score lead, 17-0 in this one, as the Houston Texans just can't seem to get out of their own way here in the first half. So now Josh Lambo is going to be kicking this one off. And a return out of the end zone from Houston up past the 20 to the 22.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
All right, let's see if this Toronto defense can continue their domination over this Houston offense here, as it looks like they're having some extra big men out there to start this drive, because it's going to be a handoff up the gut. Spinning off of one guy is Phillip Lindsay, gaining about 4 on that first down carry. It's now 2nd and 6 here. Under center is Watson, as he's going to drop back. Quick throw outside. That is incomplete. Big hit there by Richie Branch, not allowing a reception to be made there. So now 3rd and 6. It's going to be a fake to the running back here. Watson under pressure and getting hit, but finding an open target. That is none other than Jamar Chase. Up there past the 50 to the 49, 25 yards there by the second-year pro. As you see, Watson was getting hit as he threw that one by, I believe, the rookie defensive tackle, Wade Glenn. Unfortunately, though, Houston was able to complete that, making it 1st and 10 here now. It's going to be a handoff up the gut, gaining a couple Up to the 45 is Duke Johnson, setting up 2nd and 6 here now. 2 receivers to the right. It's going to be a handoff up the gut once again. Very little room this time as Lindsey gets 1. So now 3rd and 5, still out of field goal range. As Deshaun Watson has a blitz coming off the edge and dumps it off to the running back, who gets hit immediately as he catches it. Lindsey getting brought down by Micah Parsons on the outside with nowhere to go. And again, getting hit as he delivered that ball. So now that sets up a punt here for Houston due to the great defensive plays there by this Toronto defense. And that's going to go through the end zone for a touchback. And Toronto, their offense, up 17 with an opportunity to extend this lead even more before halftime. And if you're a Toronto fan, you have to be loving this after the way that the last couple seasons have went here for Toronto. So now 1st and 10 at the 20. It's going to be handoff up the gut. Some room here is LaMarcus Holloway getting up to the 26. Gain of 6 yards there. So now 2nd and 4 at the 26. It's going to be a quick drop here and a dump off to the running back. Getting some yardage as that is going to be, I believe, Holloway again with the reception. In I formation here on 1st down. Quick throw outside that is caught. Jerry Jeudy gaining 1 or 2. They're actually going to call that a rush as it was a pass behind the line of scrimmage. So now 2nd and 8. It's going to be a run up the gut. Trying to power his way forward is Travis Etienne as he has nowhere to go on that one. So now 3rd and 8 at the 36-yard line. It's going to be a fake to the running back here. And a nice blitz pickup and throwing deep downfield and incomplete. Intended for CeeDee Lamb, who tried to go up and get it. So good play by this Houston defense as they decided to just take a shot downfield to CeeDee Lamb, who beat one guy but had safety help over the top, as that is Justin Reed making the play on the ball to make sure that is not complete. It's now 4th and 8 at the 36-yard line. There'll be a punt here from Matt Hack, and it appears to be a pretty darn good one going into the end zone and out the back. So Houston will be taken over at the 20 with just under 6 minutes to go in this first half. So a couple extra big bodies out there on this 1st down. And under center is Watson. It's going to be a handoff up the gut and nowhere to go. Multiple people in the backfield there as Lindsey broke 1 tackle but not a second, as that is Micah Parsons' 2nd tackle for a loss there. Or excuse me, Floyd Ellis actually making the tackle. So now 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line. 5.5 to go in this one. Watson's going to take the snap, trying to set up a screen pass, and is able to do that, getting some yardage there, gain of about 8. So now 3rd and 3 in I formation here. Watson is going to snap this one, fake to the running back, going on a little bit of a bootleg, throwing deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Contested catch there. Great play by Big Play Slay to not allow Will Fuller to catch that ball, as it was essentially one-on-one there. As you see, Darius Slay, the vet, knowing that he needs to get in the way of Will Fuller. It's now 4th and 3. Another punt here from this Texans team. And a pretty good one, as it is going to be returned out past the 30 to the 33. And that is where this Toronto offense gets another crack at this one to extend the lead some more, out past 17 points. Let's see if they're able to do it. It's now under center in 1st and 10. It's going to be a handoff up the gut, getting some yardage here. Up to the 38 is Travis Etienne, his only 3rd carry in the game. So now 2nd and 4 at the 38. Nickerson empty backfield, throwing deep downfield, and not sure if that was a miscommunication or if Nickerson just heaved that one way too far, but it's going to set up a 3rd and 4 here. Fake to the running back here. Nickerson over the middle. That is caught, as I believe that is Jerry Jeudy with his 6th catch of the day, going for another first down, and over 100 yards for Jerry Jeudy now after that 20-yard grab there on 3rd down. As Jerry Jeudy has been very impactful in terms of really converting on first down, converting it plays into first downs. So now it is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Putting a man in motion from left to right is Nickerson, as he's going to do a quick drop here and throwing, that is caught. Travis Kelce with the reception, gain of 3. Going back under center here. It's going to be handoff up the gut and a little stutter step, and that gets him enough space to get a first down, as Travis Etienne being a little shifty there. It's now 1st and 10 at the 31, 2.5 to go. Nickerson throws outside, it is caught. Gain of about 4 there. Just over 2 minutes to go in this one, as it's going to be going to the 2-minute warning, with a 17-point lead for your Toronto Huskies right now. 2 minutes to go at the 27-yard line. Nickerson in the gun. He throws outside. That is caught. I believe Keontae Bonds with the reception there. It's now 3rd and 3 at the 24. Deep drop here, thrown over the middle, and a nice little touch pass as Travis Kelce able to complete the catch there, as it was a tough one to make, as there were a couple of defenders all around him. But a nice play by the veteran tight end there, as Nickerson had a little bit of pressure coming into his face when he went to throw that one. It's now 1st and goal at the 7-yard line, 1:13 to go here. Nickerson throws deep into the end zone. That is intercepted by Houston. Talanoa Hufanga with the interception. The young safety making a big play here for Houston, trying to keep him in the game, as the first interception of the season for Trevor Nickerson. As I don't know if he just didn't see him there or what, but he had Travis Kelce all over, or excuse me, he was all over Travis Kelce, my bad. So now it is going to be an opportunity for Houston to make something happen here at the 20-yard line with 1:09 to go, all 3 timeouts. Watson's going to be in the empty backfield here, as get some pressure off the edge, but a completion outside, as that is going to be first timeout called by Houston, as I think that was a gain of 20 yards. It's now 1 minute to go, 2 timeouts. Josh Oliver with his first catch. So another one outside and another tackle inbounds, forcing a timeout from Houston. Gain of only 1 there, so now 2nd and 9, 56 seconds to go. It's going to be a fake to the running back, and pressure off the edge, and he goes down. That is Micah Parsons with a sack and forcing a no-huddle play here. A fake to the running back on 3rd and 14. Watson going deep, and that is incomplete, almost intercepted off the tip, as I believe that was Jamar Chase, the intended target there. It's now 4th and 14 with 29 seconds to go. as Logan Cook is going to punt this one away. And it's going to be a really good punt inside the 10, down at the 6. Only 21 seconds to go. 3 timeouts, though, for Toronto if they wanted to try something. We will have to wait and see what they determine. As you see, Travis Etienne having a pretty solid start to his season here. So now 1st and 10 at the 6-yard line. Under center. Let's see if Nickerson decides to hand this off. And it will be a handoff up the gut, getting some yardage out past the 16 to the 17. As it looks like they're just going to let this one run out. All right, that marks the end of the first half here in this one, as Toronto leads 17-0 going into halftime. Big plays here from your Huskies as they lead in every single category. So let's take a look around the league, though, here at halftime, see what's going on as Indianapolis travels down to New Orleans to see what's going on, and it is Cam Newton trying to lead a play or a game here, a close one, 7-14, as the Saints are in the lead. Let's see if Cam Newton can make a comeback, though, as it is out here in, I believe, Washington, struggling with Dwayne Haskins as they are down 14-0 to the Philadelphia Eagles, and now up in Chicago, as the Packers and Aaron Rodgers are putting on a rout of the Chicago Bears, 21-7 at nearing halftime here. So we'll have to see if that holds there, as the Packers did have the number 1 pick in this past draft. So good way for them to come out and get a win here if they are able to do so. So it'll be a kickoff here to start things off, though, to Houston, as they get a good return here out past the 30 to the 33. Nice return for this Houston special teams unit. All right, to start things off, they're going to have Deshaun Watson in the gun here, as it's going to be a quick throw outside, and that is going to be complete to Duke Johnson out of the backfield. Gain of a couple. It's now 2nd and 10. Putting a man in motion, and it's going to be a fake to him, but actually a run up the gut, and that is Philip Lindsay with nowhere to go. Maybe a gain of 1. It's now 3rd and 7. Empty backfield here for the Texans, as Watson's going to take this one and throw over the middle. That is complete. Wide open is Jamar Chase with a nice catch there and run, as that's going to go for a first down in plus territory, getting down at the 48. All right, let's see if this Toronto defense can continue to bend but not break, as it's going to be a sack here. What a play by Micah Parsons, as it was a fake to the running back, and it looked like Watson was going to roll out there for a second on a little play action, but it ends up being Micah Parsons who grabs Watson as soon as he gets out of that rollout, and it is going to be a sack there. Second one of the day, I believe, for Micah Parsons. And that is huge because it knocks them back into their own territory, as that's going to put them at 2nd and 19 at the 43-yard line. As Watson's going to take this snap, throw outside, that is complete. Gain of a couple there, as that was Philip Lindsay with the reception. It's now 3rd and 16 here. Watson's going to take this snap and some pressure, but gets it off and completes it over the middle. getting it into plus territory to the 44. But I believe that was Jamison Yates there, a gain of 10 yards or so. So now it is 4th and 6 here. What will this Houston team do? It looks like they're electing to punt this one away. And yes, that is going to be a punt. And a really good one as Logan Cook pins them inside the 5 down at the 2 here. Very, very impressive stuff. As Jerry Jeudy, you see, having his first 100-yard game of the season. So now it is 1st and 10. Pinned up against their own end zone. Backs against the wall. A nice run here, though. Getting some room is Tay Myers, the power back. Gain of 9 yards there. Setting up now a 2nd and 1 at the 11. And it's going to be another handoff and very little room to run there for Travis Etienne. Maybe gaining half a yard, so it sets up 3rd and inches. Going in I formation here, and it's going to be a fullback run as that is C.J. Ham getting some love in this offense as he gets a yard and a 1st down. Can't forget about C.J. Ham, longtime Viking, now a Toronto Husky, showing that he can still make some moves for this offense if needed. So now Toronto with a new set of downs here. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line and a run up the gut. Very little room, though, for Travis Etienne. Gain of about 1. So now 2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line. About 3 receivers to the left-hand side. Nickerson in the gun, but it's going to be a handoff and a nice run here. Gain of about 5 for LaMarcus Holloway. So now it is 3rd and 5 at the 18-yard line. As Nickerson throws outside, that is complete. Holloway out of the backfield, but going backwards as he gets tackled in the backfield. So now that's going to set up a punt here. But at least they're not punting from their own end zone. Matt Hawk getting ready to punt this one away. And a big punt here, but a solid return out past the, or almost to the 40 at the 39. Now, what will this Houston offense do? They need to figure something out here to get some points on the board if they want to stay in this thing. So now it is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Watson's going to hand this one off. That is Duke Johnson getting up there to the 49, almost a 1st down there. They're going to mark it just short, though, making it 2nd and 1. As Watson's going to hand off again. This time it is Duke Johnson getting a 1st down, but only a gain of about 2 yards there. So now in plus territory. It's going to be another handoff, this time Philip Lindsay, but going backwards. Gets to midfield, and that is about it. As you see there, it's something that this Toronto defense is great at, is being able to do those gang tackles. So now it is 2nd and 11 at midfield. Putting a man in motion. It's going to be a fake and a handoff up the gut. Lindsay, very little room to run there. Maybe a gain of 1. So now 3rd and 9. As you have Watson under pressure and eventually going down. That is Micah Parsons again, as Floyd Ellis was getting through there as well, as Parsons, though, gets his 3rd sack of the day. As you see there, if it wasn't Parsons, it was going to be Floyd Ellis, as they were converging on Deshaun Watson there. So another punt here from Houston, as they're going to set up Toronto in at the 20-yard line there, as the punt goes through the back of the end zone. So now, once again, another chance for Toronto to really separate from the Houston Texans in this one. So now Toronto and Trevor Nickerson is under center. A quick throw here. Nice catch. Gain of about 9 yards there. Jerry Jeudy once again. It's now 2nd and 1 at the 29. In the gun here is Nickerson. And nice block there. Nice pickup by the running back, as that gives Nickerson just enough time to get through there. That was LaMarcus Holloway with the nice cut down block, as the defensive lineman was coming through there to get after Nickerson, but you see it gave him just enough time to find CeeDee Lamb on the outside there on the nice out route. And that's what you like to see from your rookie running back, getting in there, making blocks, doing a little bit of everything. Now 1st and 10, this time it's going to be a run, and a nice run outside, breaking it, and that is Travis Etienne, and he is gone! What a run! Electric run here from Travis Etienne, 62 yards, and he was showing off the wheels on that one. As you see there, a nice spin and a couple of broken tackles at the line of scrimmage, and he was off to the races. And that is something that we haven't seen much from this Toronto team, are those big runs and specifically that breakaway speed. And a almost blocked extra point, as that is going to lead to a 24-0 lead. Toronto just putting on a rout on the Houston Texans. And that is a little bit of revenge, I would say. Excuse me. A little bit of revenge after the big romping that the Texans put on your Huskies a season or two ago. I do apologize. I have the hiccups right now, so if you hear me, that is what's going on. Promise I'm not dying. Not yet, at least. All right, 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line. Bunch set to the left. You have Watson under center. It's going to be a handoff up the gut. Powering his way forward is Phillip Lindsay. A gain of about 5 there. So now 2nd and 5. And it's nearing the end of the 3rd quarter here, but it's a throw outside. That is Jamison Yates with the reception. And it's going to be a 1st down for Houston, and that is how they end the 3rd quarter. But despite the Texans moving the ball, it is all Huskies in this one. 24-0 at the start of the 4th quarter. Some extra big bodies here on first down, and it is going to be incomplete. Diving play there, as that was, I believe, Marshawn Lattimore making the play. As Watson on 2nd and 10 has some time, throws deep down the middle, and again knocked down. So now 3rd and 10. Watson under center. He's going to take this snap, throw deep down the sideline. That is caught. Jamar Chase, 29 yards down the left, or excuse me, right-hand side. And that is going to be, excuse me, down at the 35, if I'm not mistaken. What a play there by the second-year receiver. So now 1st and 10, Watson taking the snap, throwing outside. That is caught. Jamar Chase again, gain of about 9.5. It's now 2nd and 1 here at the 25. Watson again over the middle, again complete. This time it is Josh Oliver with the reception. Getting into the red zone, down to the 16. Biggest drive of the day from Houston here, as Watson takes another one and throws over the middle. This time almost intercepted off the hands of the intended target, as that was Josh Oliver. Again, it's now 2nd and 10. Just over 9 minutes to go in this game, and it's a throw outside, and that is caught, making the adjustment. Wow, what a play there. That is Compton with the catch there, setting up a 3rd and 1. Watson under pressure here as he's looking to throw this one away, live to fight another day or another down. Now the question is, what will Houston do here? 4th and 1 at the 7-yard line. Will they go for it? And it looks like they will. In I formation here. And it's going to be a fullback handoff and getting blown up in the backfield as Floyd Ellis, I believe, gets through to make that tackle. So now it is 1st and 10 for Toronto at the 7. And they're in I formation. And it's going to be a handoff. Tay Myers, nowhere to go on that one. Nice gang tackle from Houston. It's now 2nd and 10. 8 minutes to go. And it's going to be a fake to the running back. Nickerson throwing over the middle. That is caught. As I believe that might have been LaMarcus Holloway again. Oh, CJ Ham, excuse me. The fullback, actually. And another nice run up the gut. Travis Etienne continuing to make huge plays in the running game. That one goes for 10 to 12 yards and a 1st down.
Ready. Can't choose on. Check 41. Let's go.
1st and 10 here. Another handoff and another good run. Going for a 1st down again is Travis Etienne. I believe he's averaging almost 13 yards a carry here. As that one goes for 11 for Etienne. And look at that. He's protecting the football as well. Veteran play there from the 2nd-year man. So now 1st and 10. Another handoff and nowhere to go as he gets stood up this time. It does Etienne. So now 2nd and 9 at the 46. Under center is Nickerson, and it's going to be a fake. And under pressure, Nickerson goes down at the 37. That is Gabe Fowler, the rookie, coming through untouched practically. So now it is 3rd and 19. As you see there, Fowler just coming around the entire offensive line to get to Nickerson. And that was really the speed of Fowler getting shown off there. So now 3rd and 19 at the 37-yard line. And it's going to be a fake, and running into the defender is Jonathan Grenard with a sack this time. Another 7-yard loss. As it looks like Nickerson was trying to run some sort of a play action, and it was all just getting blown up by this Texans defense, specifically the edge rushers. So all of a sudden it is 4th and 26. And just like that, Toronto will be punting this one away. Just under 5 minutes to go. A big punt here, going into the end zone for a touchback. So Toronto still has a 24-0 lead right now over the Houston Texans. Empty backfield here on 1st and 10 for Deshaun Watson, and just over 4.5 to go. Watson's going to take this and under pressure, but getting this one away to Jamar Chase, gaining about 9 there. It's now 2nd and 1. Watson in the gun once again, dropping back and throwing quick and almost intercepted there, as it looks like the corner jumped the route. It's now 3rd and 1. And some pressure, a blitz here, as that is going to be Duke Johnson making the catch out of the backfield there. And that's going to go for a 1st down, as Watson saw the blitz coming and got the ball out of his hands quickly. And that's going to be close to midfield, I believe. At the 49, 1st and 10. And it is an interception outside that is getting returned. That is Marshawn Lattimore with the pick, as Deshaun Watson just telegraphed that throw. And Marshawn Lattimore waiting with open arms. As you see there, it looks like he ran that route better than Jamar Chase. And this Toronto defense has just been absolutely mind-boggling in this one. Just suffocating this Houston offense with sacks and turnovers. So now in I formation, a run up the gut and a gain of a couple for Tay Myers, the power back. So now it is 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line. Under 3 minutes to go here. This will be a handoff here, trying to bounce it outside, as that is ETN. Getting close to 1st down yardage. It'll be marked as a 3rd and 1, though. And that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 24-0 right now. It's been all Toronto in this one. So now 3rd and 1 at the 17-yard line. And another run up the gut, and trying to power his way forward is ETN, but getting shut down. So that is going to be 4th and 1. And I'd imagine it'll be another 3 points on the board for Toronto. Excuse me. So now Toronto and Josh Lambo setting up for a field goal. And it is good. So a 27-point lead for your Toronto Huskies here in the fourth quarter over division rival Houston Texans. So this is a pretty big one here for Toronto. And that is going to be going for a touchback. Just over a minute to go here. This point, it's really just a pride thing here for this Texans offense. It's now 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Watson in the gun. And it's going to be a handoff here, actually, as it looks like this Houston team is just going to be settling to get out of this game quickly. And now they're throwing it, though. So a completion there. Houston takes a timeout. So at first they were going to just be content letting this go to zeros on the clock, but now they want to get some yardage. So now 3rd and 4, and it gets shut down in the backfield. Floyd Ellis making the stop. And now Houston has to set up for another punt. Lots of punts today for this Texans team. And a nice play here, breaking a tackle or two, getting up almost to the 30 is Travis Etienne.
Here we go.
Expecting victory formation here for Toronto. And that is exactly what we are getting. Excuse me, with only 35 seconds to go. This is all but in the books.
Come on, set. We got double up.
All right, and that is how this one ends. Toronto taking the first one in this series, 27-0 in Houston. The Huskies giving the Texans the business. As you see, they led in every single category today, and that is exactly what you want to see, especially in a dominating performance here. And that is 2 straight dominating performances from this Toronto team. And really, you could argue 3, because that fourth quarter comeback by the Raiders really was not all that close. So just like that, that is a 3-game winning streak to start the season here for your Huskies. As we have some upgrades here coming out of this one. Chase Young gets an upgrade, and we're going to try and continue to upgrade his block shedding, actually. And then Keontae Bonds gets an upgrade here. Excuse me. The rookie Wade Glenn gets an upgrade as well. We're going to continue to make him a good speed rusher, as that is what he really does well. So we might as well make him an elite speed rushing defensive tackle. And then we have LaMarcus Holloway. I want to get his elusive back upgraded. I want to make him into a really viable option in the running game. Carrying goes up as well. That's always good to see. All right, and this is where we're going to end things. I still haven't put a scouting class together or decided if I'm going to use the auto-generated one or not. We will have to wait and see. But until then, my name is Tayvikes28. I thank you guys for listening to me hiccup this entire time, it feels like, so I apologize for that. But I had fun with this stream, and a great 3-0 start for your Huskies. And just like that, this Huskies team really has a good chance at trying to make a playoff run this season. So we will have to see if they can continue the momentum next time against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We will have to see. But until then, my name is Tayvikes28, and I thank you guys for watching. And have a great rest of your day.